Hello children, I am Mrs. Sanjot Johar and I would be conducting your geography class during this lockdown period. Let us go through the first term syllabus. Now first term we have got full map work, we have got full grid and chapters from climate, soil and natural vegetation. Chapter number 3, location, none of the theory portion will come, only the map work it will be there. Begin the chapter with the definition of soil. So soil is the loose material which is found at the top surface of the earth, alright, by the process of weathering and denudation. Now what are the factors that lead to the formation of the soil? Now it is the parent rock material. Whatever the nature of the parent rock material, it will be the same type of the soil it will be formed. Then what is the kind of the relief, whether it is the mountain area, the plain area or the desert area. What is the temperature condition that is acting upon it and the type of the vegetation. Now along with it, animals, insects, men, they also play a certain role in the formation of the soil. So the soil contains the inorganic components plus as well as the organic components. Now what are the inorganic components? They are the silica, clay, chalk, and organic ones, they are the humus. Alright, now humus is what tells us about the fertility of the soil. More fertile soil, then it means the humus content it is more. Less fertile soil, it means that the content of humus is less and it is not even a mineral. Okay, now other than it, the soil also contains moisture and air in it. This process of the soil formation is then known as the pedogenesis. Now coming to the topic of the soil erosion, that is the removal of the top layer of the soil by the different agents of weathering such as the running water, wind, overgrazing, men, plants, animals, faulty methods of the agriculture. There are several ways by which the soil erosion it takes place due to running water, like the splash erosion, where the heavy droplets of the rain water it falls onto the ground and the soil is displaced from there. Then it is the sheet erosion, where the top surface of the earth is removed off and it moves along with the running water. Then we have the rill erosion and the gully erosion. Now rill erosion is the water, it comes at a very fast speed. It is the downsloping water. So what would it do? It would cut across the sides of the river. Then the cracks would start to appear on the ground and slowly these cracks they would widen up. When the cracks they are still long, they are still narrow, then they are known as the rill erosion. When the same cracks they widen up, then it is known as the gully erosion. And went into the dry desert area where the flat lands, extensive of it that is available, the water is not there to bind up the soil. So the soil is loose and it would be easily blown away by the wind. Then overgrazing being done by the cattle. Now the roots, it will not be there to hold up the soil. Then certain of the activities that we people do, like the construction work or working on the farms, cutting down the trees for various of the purposes, they all contribute to the soil erosion. Along with the practices of the agriculture, like the shifting agriculture of northeast India, where the patch of the forested area is cut off. For 2-3 years, agriculture practice is done over there. Then the soil, it will not have the fertile content. Alright, then whatever the leftover, it will be there, it will be burnt off. Now it contributes to the deforestation, it also contributes to the air pollution. And the lack of the crop rotation and the wrong plowing methods. Alright, so all of these factors, they tend to contribute to the soil erosion. Need of the hour is to conserve the top layer of the soil because economically that soil is very important because India is, remember, predominantly an agricultural country. So what are the various methods the government is following? That is forestation, then to check the overgrazing that is being done by the animals, the constructions of the dams and the barrages so that the flow of the water is checked off, and then various improved techniques of the agriculture like the terrace or the step farming to stop the flow of the water and hence bringing down the soil erosion, then the crop rotation, planting of the cover crops, putting a ban to shifting agriculture, and then where the velocity of the wind is very high, then the shelter belts of the trees and the shrubs they are planted. Now that is done so that the younger plants which are very tender, they could be saved off. And then why are we adopting all of such techniques? Because it takes 100 years to form just 1 centimeter of soil.